Good evening, good evening, my viewers, and welcome to Beacon of Hope, our Friday special program. As usual, I do tell you when you tune in, please share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and invite a friend. That is paramount. Invite somebody to come and be with us tonight. We are here once again. This is Beacon of Hope. And as I talk to you, I would like to encourage you to kindly share, invite somebody so that you are not alone in this. I can hear some background noise. Yes, there is some background noise. Share, invite somebody, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be there with us tonight because I tell you what, you are in for a treat. So once again, it's our show, your weekly program, your Friday weekly program, Beacon of Hope. And tonight is not like any other program. We've got several guests, not one. Yes, not just one guest. We've got our main guests. And then we've got special appearances. By the way, those of you in UK, how are you getting on with the coronation weekend? Are you prepared? What are your plans for the coronation party? If you have one, invite me. I don't mind joining you. I would love to come and see what you're doing out there. I would love to join you in your celebrations. It's a very, very special moment for us in the UK, and we are looking forward. Please, as you share, look at this from our promotion. At Beacon of Hope, we hold discussions every week. I want our people to be empowered. I want our people to be enriched. And we talk to the young at heart, and our topics rotate around young people, finances.
We buy when the market is low, and we sell when the market is high. Simple.
Growing up in the diaspora.
As much as I am grateful the way that my parents raised me, my Shoshogoka's generation raised me, there are certain things I won't carry with me.
Politics, leadership, career, parenting, all sorts of discussions.
And I remember 2010 when you were standing, I was standing. You were standing on in Palawater.
If you want to invest, you invest in a developing area, not a developed area.
House prices right now, for example, I'll use that as an example, has now overtaken the amount that a normal person who's a normal worker, let's say 132K, can now afford.
Join me, your host, Councillor Dr. Elizabeth BK, from my living room to yours, on all social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, name it. Just join us, we'll be there, and you'll not miss out a topic that suits you. And each one of us has always got something to share. And Beacon of Hope is always here for you. We are open to all sorts of discussions. As long as we are motivating, we are inspiring, we are teaching, all these discussions are there. And we'll be ready. Yes, welcome. Once again, I say this is our weekly Beacon of Hope program where we inspire, we motivate, we teach. And actually, we have done so. We have done so much that we can actually talk about what we've done. And I know that there are some people who can actually now come and testify that they know, yes, Beacon of Hope has been there for them. Beacon of Hope has inspired them. Beacon of Hope has motivated them. Beacon of Hope has taught them. And tonight we have 3 special guests. But we've got our main guest. I did put there and I said we are talking investment. I know whenever we hear that word investments, especially in the diaspora, we get goosebumps. Why? This is because most of us have tried to invest. Yes, it's very good to invest. And particularly when you are in the diaspora, you think, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. But at the end of the day, after these investments, some of us have been frustrated. Some of us have lost our investments. Some of us have done the wrong investments. I always tell you that before I invite any guest whatsoever, I have done my due diligence. I know whom I am dealing with. I just don't invite anybody on my show. I have a name to protect. And Beacon of Hope, again, is a registered program, and I don't want people to go and put that in company's house and say, this happened through Beacon of Hope and such. So I always make sure that I've done my due diligence. And so tonight is not a night like any other. We have got the CEO of Nyotanjema Real Estates. Those of you who recall, this young man has been here before. And you know what? I've got a thing about young people. I think it's because I've got young sons and daughters, and I want to inspire them. I've got my own son whom I want to inspire so that he can do things greater than what I have done. Yes, thinking outside the box. So this young man was there earning big money. And when I say big money in Kenyan terms, yes, he was. But you know what? He decides, no, I want to try something new. He's been tried and tested. I've invested in what he has, and I have no regrets. I've gone out there, I've seen what he has, and I'm so, so, so proud of him at his age and what he has achieved. Next to him, I also have another guest. Most of you hear me talking about what I'm just about to say today because we send money to Kenya. How do we send money to Kenya? The best and easiest way is use of Tap Tap. People think tap and tap. Right, and that is Tap Tap, the easiest and the best way to send money to Kenya. And you know what? I have been the brand ambassador for Tap Tap for over 3 years now, and I know they are reliable. How do I stay somewhere for 3 years if they were not?
Habari wa Kenya. Get fantastic rates with Tap Tap Send. You can now send money to Kenya at great rates and with zero transfer fees. Send money from the USA, Canada, UK, Germany, Italy, France, Belgium, Spain, and the Netherlands. Trust TapTap for convenient, safe, and fast transactions to M-Pesa and to Kenyan bank accounts. Download today and get a bonus on your first transfer. TapTap ni ChapChap.
And you know the best thing about using TapTap, if you use my promo code, which is there, Liz254, if you use Liz254, you get a bonus. You get a bonus of £15. It's still ongoing. £15 on your first transaction. Use Liz254, and there will be a bonus added for you. There is the promo code of Liz254 on your first transaction, and you get a bonus of £15. And you know what, guys? The rate today is so high. I mean, yes, we should celebrate for us sending the money, but for our people in Kenya, it's such a shame that that's the rate. But you get £15. So if you send £10, you get £25. If you send £5, which is the minimum, you get £20, which is a good deal for you. So use Tap Tap. And I told you, I'm the super brand ambassador for Tap Tap, and I'm really so proud because they are there for us. They are community oriented. Currently, Tap Tap is supporting any community event in the UK. So if you're out there in the UK and you've got any community event, get in touch with me and we will support you with whatever little we can afford, but we'll be there for you because we are community oriented, and Tap Tap is chap chap. They'll be there for you. They want to be there for you. They want to support you as long as whatever you are doing is community oriented. It's not a personal thing that you're doing. They'll be there for you. They'll support you. They'll give you some push-up so that you can be able to move on. So Tap Tap, ni chap chap. Welcome once again. I repeat what I said, that this is our weekly program, Beacon of Hope. And I'm really so proud tonight because I've got this young man whom sometimes, yes, I tease him, I call him my son, because yes, he is. He is in his early 30s and he's done so well. He is a challenge. And you know what? I did say, people, before you invest anywhere, think about your hard-earned cash. Put your money where you are. You know what it says. Don't just invest anywhere because people have been called this way. We all run. We are told Shakahora, we go land. No, you got to be very, very careful where you are investing. And these guys have been tested and tried. I know that. Tried and tested and tried, whichever. And I've invested personally. So I have no fear of contradiction at all. And actually, yes, Archbishop, my husband, prays for them. He mentions them by name because, I mean, where could we have gone without these people? Because they are there for us. They are doing so well. So, guys, I'm still, as I do these promos, I'm urging you to invite people and to share so that when I bring my guests, we have more people. I know this was not expected. I know the invite came in a bit late because I've been going out here and about, but please do share. If each one of you here, I can see you are so many, you are more than 20 at the moment. If you share, there'll be so many people, reached. And I always want people, if you see like it's 5 people, 20 people, it's more than that. The whatever we are using is fighting with Facebook, so they don't want to show the number of people. Some people will hear me say that so and so is online and they're thinking, I can't see them. Yes, you can't see them because they are fighting. Honorable Karugo Jogoro. Yes, very powerful. God will always walk with you. Amen and amen and amen. I love that. Thank you so much. Ebufanya Ivi, invite people. And I know we have a deal with you. I'll send you to this guy who is coming over so that we can do that issue. I know we have something that we want to do with you. Karugo, God, invite people and then we can, Jogoro, we can do that. Yes, we can do it. It's possible. Hey, Ure. I want us to move straight to what we have tonight. Some of you have invested with Nyotanjema, some of you have not. And Nyotanjema is not just here for himself. He speaks on behalf of the real investors, the companies who we can depend upon. And I don't want to waste so much of my time talking about this. Wish you all a happy coronation weekend. And if you have nowhere to go, come. We have got a lot happening in Barking and Dagenham. We have got all the coronation events and treats and food and activities for children. Come over. I'll give you the details later tomorrow. Because sasa ata tukienda, if you go there to Westminster, it might be too congested. Anyway, I'm not putting you off. So without wasting any more time, I'm going to bring in my guest tonight. And he's none other than Haminas. Good evening, my guest. How are you?
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm very, very well. It's good to see you tonight.
Thank you. Great to see you too. How is the UK taking us?
UK today, the weather is so beautiful. I think we are set for the coronation weekend.
Yeah, it reminds me of the winter weather that I left when I was living there.
I know when you lived here for 2 months, you were just screaming. You bought how many jackets and you still felt so cold.
Yes, yes. But thank you for the warm welcome. It's great to
Yes,
be back.
yes.
As you can see, I'm still in the office because I needed to do this when I'm in a very quiet place. My girls are
Oh,
very active now.
oh, great. Now, you assume
Yes.
everybody knows you. Can you please go through and introduce yourself so that people can know? I'm talking of this young man who is doing so well, blah, blah, blah. Can you kindly please introduce yourself? Over to you, please.
Thank you very much, and I'm honored to be here. My name is Paminas Kariuki, and I'm the CEO and founder of Nyotanjema Real Estate. I am grateful to have been in that company for now 4 years already done. We are in our 5th year, and I can count the blessings God has given us. It has been a journey. I am married to one wife. It's good to mention that. Maybe she is watching from the house because I'm out of the house. As I said, I'm in the office. And it has been a great journey. I can say Nyotanjema has really lightened up people's investment world. I'm happy to say the last time I was here, we had served around 350 clients. Right now, we have served more than 650, and that is growing day by day because we have been working hard tirelessly. You can imagine it is almost 10:30 in Kenya, but I'm telling you, I'm still in the office. But I'm ably encouraged by the head of state. I saw him doing a press conference with the state secretary general of the UN at around 10:30. So I'm not alone. I'm still working hard to meet those dreams. So thank you for having me. I hope we shall interact more.
Wow, wow, guys, you can hear that. I mean, already that ministers to me and tells me for one to be in self-employed and at 10:30 still in his own office, that in itself is a message for you guys. And when I say this, I really I want to encourage the young people because my guest, I know he didn't say his age, but he's a young man. He's in his early 30s. In his early 30s. And guys, what this young man has achieved with God, all things are possible. One thing I know and I love about him is the fear of the Lord in him. He puts God first. He even gives in different foundations. He is always there supporting, community events and all that. And so God blesses the work of his hands. Right. So, Paminas, it's
Yes.
good to have you. I know I've hosted you in the past, and it's always good to have you. It's always my pleasure to have you because I'm one of your investors. And
Thank
for
you.
me, I'll be honest with you, for me to trust you, for me to invest,
Yes.
people say I am one who is very, very, very particular with what I do and what I trust. For
Mhm,
me to
mhm.
trust you and to invest in you, I can assure you it takes the hand of God because
Amen.
I'm usually very, very careful. I know a lot has happened in the diaspora. People come, and because they call me the mayor, obviously being the mayor and still serving as a councillor and a community leader, most people will pass through me. And before they go to the community, they will sell what they have to me. And once they sell to me, I'm always like, I listen, just like you did, because you
Thank
also
you.
came to me first.
Yes,
Before
yes.
I commit, I'm usually very cautious. And so I can tell you that you are blessed, and I can call you blessed because for you to have really won my heart and won Bishop's heart, we and,
Yes.
and you have proved yourself right because we came to Kenya and we saw what you are doing. I
Yes.
came and I saw my property is there. So can you tell us now? You call yourself the CEO of Nyota Njema. I love that
Mhm.
name, Nyota. Nyota is star,
Star. Yes, a
the
good
good
star.
star. Can you tell us,
Yes.
starting from where you got that name and what you do, so that let's assume people have not seen you. I know you have featured you here in the past. Start from Nyota Njema and tell people. Over to you, Paminas.
Thank you very much. And again, when you see me yawning, please don't mind. It has been a long day. I started my meetings at 6, and I think I have had more than 5 or 6 engagements. So when you see me yawning, please bear with me. I hope I'll be able to present to the end. So again, I want to thank you for having me. Let me share the Nyotanjema history and the story of Nyotanjema, because it has been a journey since the year 2018. I'll give a story and say I was in a service somewhere, and the preacher was saying, "Arise and shine," or "Rise, shine, for your light has come." At that time, we had some challenges in the market because I was still in the real estate industry, working for another organization. And I wondered why this message so real to me that I should arise and shine. So I decided to just ignore the message. And when I went home, I couldn't sleep at night. At 3 a.m., I was woken up by this dream: go and start a company and call it Nyotanjema. So in the middle of the night, I wrote it down on my phone, in the notes. And in the morning, I didn't hesitate. I called my lawyer, and asked him to register for me a company by the name Nyotanjema. So you asked where the company came from. So it was clear that it should be called Nyotanjema. And in Kiswahili, for reasons I don't know, but I would have gotten it as Good Star. But again, it was also clear that it's not going to be an easy path, but God will enable me to go through it and bring a hope and a good inspiration to the market. I can say through that, in the month of December, we registered as Nyotanjema Homes. And again, after staying for a year, I realized we are not limiting ourselves to the homes. We can do more services than just the homes. So we rebranded Nyotanjema Real Estate in the year 2019, 2nd of December. And from there, I can say that it was our starting time to trade, because things have changed from there. By God's grace, we were able to do our first phase in the year 2019. Again, I did it in December. We did phase 1 of our Nanyuki project. Again, another dream that directed me to Nanyuki. Then Nanyuki, we didn't have the road going between Keno and Marwa. Maybe it was in the roadmap, but I didn't know it. We also had the revival of the railway, expansion of revival of the railway between Nairobi and Nanyuki, which were ready. And again, the last thing that happened later, which was not there, was the expansion of the private airstrip to be taken by KAA to become a national airport or airstrip, that is. So these are things that followed us in Nanyuki. So we have done several phases in Nanyuki, and I can tell you that has been our anchor project. You know, the way people say they have an anchor client, that has been our anchor project. We have been able to do phase 1, which was 53 plots, 16 being 8 quarters and 37 being 8th. After that, COVID came. Actually, when we were continuing with that project, COVID came. And I can say when COVID came, so many people complained, but for me, I got this word that Isaac planted in the dry season, but he harvested 100-fold. So that is where my spirituality now started becoming more strong. I think if your spirituality didn't become strong during COVID, then we should ask questions. On a right note, though, Bishop, I know Bishop is watching. So I got that conviction that it is the right time to lay foundation. And having been a finance student and an economy student, I knew during natural calamities, or what we call pandemics, big companies tend to struggle, but small companies tend to thrive. Just like if there was a big weed passing by a place where there are trees, the big trees tend to be affected by the weed, and most of them crack and maybe fall. But the small trees which are growing, they survive that and continue growing because they don't have a lot of opposition. And that is what I took up as my dream, that during this pandemic, it is the best time to lay a strong foundation for the business, so that when the business comes back, we'll have already set the right systems, the right opportunities, and we can be able to go to the market. So that happened, and we were able to do our phase 1 during COVID. It was the 53 plots I have mentioned. And the same thing, in the midst of COVID, I remember we did our phase 2, which was 10 acres, and this was around 75 plots. From there, we have grown to phase 3, which was also again 10 acres. We did 76 plots. Then we did phase 4, which was actually almost sold out to the diaspora. They demanded for a project with quarters and halves.
Sorry. Can I kindly interject and move?
Yes, please.
Can you move slowly, because I say we are talking to people who maybe have no idea what Nyotanjema is, where Nyotanjema is going. You've already gone to investments, and I really wanted to a bit of how Nyotanjema works so that we can go to what we have done after proving what Nyotanjema can do. You know, different from
I
other
like that.
investors, because we got to show, because actually for me to have been attracted and stuck to Nyotanjema, there is something different from other investors, because I'm not young. I've met other investors and they have approached me. I have visited their companies and I've seen it. And even the people watching here, particularly the diasporians from my country of origin, they have met so many people. But for them, so that they can actually decide this is what I would want to invest in, we would want to know, how is Nyotanjema? How do you operate before you go to what you've done? Because you've really jumped, to what you've done. We would want to know Nyotanjema, different from others, because you are different. I know it myself, and that is why I committed. I know it. I know you are different. I know you are not like any other, and that's why we already have 2 plots. It's not just one. But why did we get attracted to that? Because if I say it, people will think, oh, it's because you've invested. I want people to hear from the horse's mouth.
Thank you very much. And I think, thank you for correcting me. Again, I like that this is an interview, so you're able to moderate when I go extreme. And at least I'm very happy and humbled. So I'll start by saying, during that time of, since 2018 or 2017 after the elections, our economy had been going on a downline, declining trend. That meant that most people would end up not being able to invest in land, because most of them were actually looking at as a food, looking for food and basic commodities, and land or investment was not an option. So it is through this time that I got an opportunity to use my finance skills, and by God's grace, I was able to see the opportunity that was there. That if people cannot be able to buy in bulk payments, can they be able to pay in small installments? And that is where the beginning of our concept began. So through that, we were able to come up with a concept, which again came when I was quite down financially. And I thought, if I'm this down and I am quite a vibrant person, how many people would be thinking they can ever own a property in Kenya? So we came up with a concept, which we thought, if one can be able to pay a small deposit from their savings, how much more can they be able to pay per month for the product that they're investing in, and without straining or seeing this as a burden? And that is where I came up with the concept that you can be able to pay for a plot. You pay a cash payment, or if you don't have a cash payment, you can decide, I'm going to pay a deposit of, say, I'll pay a deposit of 50,000. Then per month, how much can one have as a disposable income? And the disposable income that most people would be able to afford was around 20,000, meaning that is around 5,000 per week. And I looked at this from the people in business to the people in employment. 20,000 would be what they can afford. Most of the people who drink, they will drink more than that money within a weekend. So if they can only save 5,000 every weekend, and I show them the sense of saving that 5,000, at the end of the 1 month, they'll have saved 20,000. So I introduced the concept of paying 20,000 per month. And how am I going to benefit and manage my cash flows? I learned if I do that, I'll be able to capture a larger market, and we can enjoy what we call economies of scale. So if I have 100 people paying 20,000 in Kenya shillings, that is around 2 million Kenya shillings. I can be able to take land and commit a loan with the bank that will be paying them 1 million, 1.5 per month, because I know I have 100 people paying me 20,000. So I'm able to clear with the owner of the land earlier, and then I'm able to process the titles for those who have paid in cash. That's how.
Wow. You know what? You've explained exactly what I wanted to hear from you, because that is what won my heart.
Yes.
I listened at the way you do things, and Kenyans, particularly in the diaspora, I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
Here we are upright here. We really want to know because of
Yes.
what we've gone through. We've been cheated. People have gone through a lot of challenges. And so before they commit, we want to
Yes.
know, who is this person? What
That's
has he
true.
got to offer? And so they are very, very particular with what you have to do. And I really love what you are doing. I'm really proud of you, to be honest. And I repeat again, for me to have invested with Nyotanjema, I did my due diligence and I'm proud of you. You know, we've been cheated. People have lost money. People have lost big money. And for me to buy not just one plot, guys, not just 2 plots. And now I'm looking at the 3rd one because I want to be in every project that Nyotandema is bringing. It means I know what you're talking about. Now, I really want to break the protocol today and do something different. You know, today I was really out there. It's yesterday now. I'm actually so tired. Yesterday, I was out there campaigning with this little young girl. I say young because she's young and old enough to be my daughter. And in Kenya, here in UK, we are extremely proud to have the youngest councillor in UK. And that was, this is my pride. I'm really showing off. I'm telling everybody, I'm actually even going to talk to the president. He's here. I'm going to tell the president of Kenya that the young people, what they are doing. And when I talk about the young people, I'm going to tell him it's not 35, it's from 20. This young girl is not even 20. And I've told her, I know she's very, very, very tired. I know I've been there 4 times. I've been there now because this is my 4th year. She's really tired. But you know what? She can't help but just come and talk to me. I'm like, I'm not just a mentor. I'm not her mom. I'm everything to her. We did all the best. Yesterday, I spent a whole day. I called Archbishop with me and we spent a whole day campaigning, getting that vote out. And you know what? It's never easy. And this young girl is now a counselor. I don't even want to say. I'm really so proud. I'm so excited. A few minutes ago, I was watching news. I flicked on ITV and I saw, oh, my name is Sisi. No. I've got Kenyan origins. And I'm thinking, oh, yes. So please allow us just a few minutes. And you'll be there also. You can ask her questions. And you never know. She could be the next investor. She could be the next person doing what I'm doing. Because you know what? I told them I want now to try and be the next MP here. I'm going far. Bishop has been praying for me. He lays hands on me every day and tells me I'm not going to remain a councillor anymore. I'm going to be an MP. And before I become an MP, I have to hand over the baton. So I'll bring in our newest councillor in town. She's
congratulations.
19. She's only, oh my God,
19?
I'm getting goosebumps. She's only 19, our newest Kenyan councillor in UK.
Wow.
Councillor Sisi. And oh, I'm proud. I'm ready to mentor this girl to go far. Me, I don't have any reservations. I'll mentor her. Even if I'm not there, I'll still continue mentoring her. And you know, she's very tired. I've been there, I know. But I'll bring her. She agreed to come for just 10 minutes to thank people, to say, just give a taste of how Minister Ken Rugi, invite those young people before I bring her. Minister Ken Rugi, invite the young people to come in here. 19-year-old, and she's a councillor in the UK, MCA or UK. Sisi, hey, mimi najivunia. Mimi nataka kila mtu ajue. Sasa nitaongea lugha yangu. Dama Ben, invite akina Magi, invite your children to come and see what the Lord can do when you put God first. Anyway, I know she's tired. Hata ukimwangalia kwa macho utaona. Where is Jeff Kush? Lazima awe huku. And without any further ado, hata mwalimu mkuu mwalike. I'll bring Sisi. Hello.
Hello, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. Look, you don't look tired at all.
I've had a sleep. I had a bit of a rest. So
You did?
yes, but a little bit, yes.
Yeah, you look okay. You don't look as tired as I left you yesterday.
Yeah.
Guys,
definitely not.
I introduced to the world, listen, guys, I introduced to the world our youngest counselor in UK. with
Wow.
links.
Congratulations.
Councillor Sisi.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My coffee, guys. I'm really so proud. Anyway, jokes aside, how do you feel, Councillor Sisi? Introduce yourself to the people who are watching. You don't assume they know you because
Yes.
not everybody has watched. Introduce, and don't forget now you got to put Councillor.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Councillor Silcia Manwa, but I go by the name Sisi. My name is Silcia Nyambura Manwa. That's my full name. I'm 19, and yesterday I was elected councillor to represent my local area, Tilbury, Riverside, and Thurrock Park. I'm currently a university student. I'm studying at the London School of Economics. I study politics and international relations, and it's an honour to have Councillor Elizabeth invite me on the show yet again. You asked me how I'm feeling, and I'll say I'm still a bit I might not look like it, but I am still a bit exhausted. I'm very happy, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm feeling truly blessed. God has seen me through this campaign. It has not been easy, but I've been blessed, and yeah, I'm so happy to be here tonight.
Wow, guys, you've heard it all. This is our newest councillor. You know, even Bishop was there. Let me tell you something, guys. I had to take Bishop, and Bishop was praying. As we did all the campaigning last night, Bishop was praying, and he even laid hands on her and told her he doesn't just see a councillor, he sees more than that. A mayor. What did Bishop say? Tell people before I put words.
He said that he sees an MP, or it might have even been Prime Minister. If I'm being, it was a very big title.
Amen. And you know, this is a man of God,
Yeah.
and he saw big things in you. Because you know, Sisi, I'll tell you something about why we came out all day, why we wanted to support you. For some of us, we did not have any mentors.
Yes.
That's why no one was there from my background. You see, you've got a Kenyan heritage. Your parents are Kenyans.
Yes.
Your parents are Kenyans.
Yes.
And I did not have any Kenyan who had done what I had done. So for you have me. You can ask me anything. I'll mentor you like we have said in the past. So for him, he saw you with the eyes of a prophet. He did not just see anybody. And you know, Sisi, you will go far. You will go far. We are so really proud of you. One thing we are proud of you, you are the youngest councillor in the UK now. You had the youngest councillor in back who was 21. You are 19. And you know, just come on, tell people about anything you want to talk about your experience. And then, because I know we are talking to you next week on a full program. And you know, guys, you know what? I've flicked on the TV and I've just seen Manuel Sisi on ITV on UK News. Oh, I was goosebumps. Tell them something about your experience.
You know, my experience has really been a challenge. It's been something that balancing university and campaigning has not been easy at all. Although how challenging it has been, I've enjoyed it so much, because for me, being a councillor is really about listening to people. It's about taking that role seriously. It's about hearing people, because people want someone to listen to them. And I found throughout my campaign, that has been something that's really been on people's minds. They want someone to listen to them. And I think that I've learned so much. And I knew whether I win or whether I was to win or to lose, I knew I'd learned so much. And I felt so blessed, and I'm still feeling blessed. And yeah, I think politics is something I want to engage more young people to be involved.
Wow. Nyotanjema, questions to Sisi before she goes. I know, you know, I'll be honest with you. It's a party in her house for the young people, and she agreed to come and just say thank you to people who supported her. Quick question. And anybody who has a question, Monica, I can see you are there. Bishop, Dorcas, Dama, if you have a question, please quickly. Okay, Nyotanjema, because you are live, what do you want to tell Sisi or a question for her?
First, I want to congratulate you. Congratulations for that great achievement at your age. I'm very inspired to see that there's a future generation of leaders in the world, not in the country alone, but in the world. So congratulations. And as Bishop said, your sky is just the lower limit. Go for that MP seat. Some of us, I saw somebody saying there will be a governor in Nyandarua. So I am inspired even to realize that this thing is achievable. If Sisi can do it at 19, I can be the president of Kenya in 2042, and I am going to be. So I am very proud of you. So congratulations. And I look forward to seeing you when I come in the UK next month so that we can catch up and inspire these young people, tell them it is doable. So well done. And I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Any question to Sisi before she goes? I know.
Yes,
I know.
I always have a question.
Go ahead. I know that.
My young people, I always ask, what inspires you to get to that seat? And where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? That's a very good, I think that's a very simple question to answer.
That's a very good question. I'd always been involved in local youth politics since the age of 13. Because I'd always felt like when I saw injustices in my local area, I wanted to do something about it. That's always been something that has really, when I've seen things that I think are not right, I've always wanted to stand up and advocate for that. And so I did that in the youth sort of sphere or center of influence until I was around about 18. And then once I was 18, they kicked me out of the youth cabinet and they're like, you're a young adult now. You don't count as youth. So I'm thinking, okay, what's another way that I can still influence and I can make a change? And I found that I researched into being a counsellor. I was mentored by the previous counsellor in my area. And you know what she told me? She said, Sisi, if you want to do it, you can do it. Put your mind to it, you can do it. And I thought, you know what? This is a way that I can make change. I can listen to people that are experiencing difficulties, and I can try and use what I know and my expertise to try and help them. And I can also try to encourage more young people. So that's what really encouraged me. And I hope in 10 years' time, maybe I would be an MP, maybe in 10 years. I would hope that I could reach there. And I would have went further in my political career. That's what I see for myself in 10 years. God willing, that's what I see.
Go for it. I like that. I think that is a spirit. Never giving up. Always changing seasons with seasons. Yes, when you turned 18, they kicked you out from the area group, but you had to see another opportunity. So when you get to that again, as you said, in the next 10 years, they kick you out from being a councillor, kick them in by being an MP. So congratulations and wish you the very best. Back to you, Mom.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sisi, really, I've got some private questions here, and some I'll ask, some I'll not. Guys, I'll not ask some of the questions. One of the questions I'll ask, and I know this is obvious. Come on, guys, please. Okay, I'll go to Minister Rugi. What can she tell young people who have political ambitions? And then I'll go to the special private ones.
I would say if you're a young person and you have political ambitions, there's many different ways to get involved in politics. There is a direct way through the ballot box. If you want to influence how people are voting, you want to be voted in, you want to be representative, maybe you think you might want to be a councillor, I would say first research the local party that you have in your area, whether you're Labour, Conservative, me, I'm Labour, but any party that you're interested in, research, read, who do you align with? Where do your values match up best? Then I'd say you need to join them, be in there for a couple of years, ideally. However, if you've done work in youth sort of politics in the past, then it might be easier for them to see, okay, this is someone who could possibly be a candidate. And then from there, you go through the procedure of your party. For me, I had a few interviews, I wrote statements, and I went through, and then they decided that I would be the right person to stand for Labour, to represent them as a Labour member. And I think as a young person, if you don't want to be a councillor, if you don't want to get involved in that way, you can go to protests, you can go to demonstrations, you can start online petitions. There are so many ways for you to get involved in politics. It does not have to be that you want to go for an elected post if you don't feel ready for that. And I just say, especially as young people in the age of social media, there's a lot of opportunity. So just be open, and any opportunity you have, take it, run with it. And don't doubt yourself. Do not be your own limit on yourself. Don't let anyone tell you no, but don't tell yourself no. Out of everyone, do not be the person yourself to stop your growth.
Excellent. You see, she always has the answer at the tip of her fingers. Now, do not limit yourself. I've always told people when I mentor people, I tell them, you are the only limit in the world. You are the only person who can limit yourself. Minister Rugi, if that question is answered, please, I know Sisi has got a party somewhere in the background. So if you have got another burning question, you can ask her, but I'm bringing her next week, a whole program, a whole show on her so that she can talk about her experience, what she went through, because I can assure you it was not just bread and butter. There are times when she shed tears privately without telling anybody. There must be times when she thought, why did I get myself into this? What am I doing? Because I felt the same. Lucky, personally, I was in my late 40s. I wasn't actually in my 50s when I got into the position where I am now. I'm in my 50s now. But it must have been a time when she thought, what am I doing? I'm still in university. When I featured her last time, she was a bit stressed with what was happening. Because these people you come in, oh God, I can assure you in this place, there is still racism that exists. I knocked on her doors yesterday and I could feel, but I persisted. There are some doors where actually Archbishop, if you he's here, he's online, he will tell you, Sisi, we never told you. There's one door where Bishop knocked and he was told the F word. Before he spoke to anybody, he was given the F word. And you guys, if you're wondering what the F word is, I'll come to you. So, but we still, and we've learned the hard way. If anybody tells you to off, you just tell them, thank you very much. But we are still campaigning for Sisi. That's what we did. So, Sisi, we appreciate you. Your parting shot as you go to join your guys in your party. Do you have any thank yous for anybody? Although you are doing that next week. Councillor Sisi.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to you. Thank you, Councillor Elizabeth, for everything, for allowing me to be on your show. This is the second time now. I'm looking forward to next week. Thank you to everyone who has sent me kind messages, who supported me, encouraged me. You've shared one of my posts or you followed me. Every little helps, and all of those experiences and everything that everyone has done for me, it has really contributed to my win. So I just thank God, and I'm so grateful. So thank you, everybody, and I hope to see you next week. We have a longer discussion. But yeah, I'm off. Guys, thank you.
Guys, Sisi will be here next week on Friday. You can ask her any questions. Please, people, stop that. I have a private question, but I'll ask it anyway because it's a show. Is she engaged? You are somebody. This is a gentleman. I'm not saying the name. And you know, I have to ask because me, I'm running my show. Is Sisi engaged?
No, I'm 19. I don't hope to be engaged anytime soon. But
listen, guys, Sisi is like my daughter, and I've told her to study fast.
Yes.
To make sure she sets her footing properly before anybody can tell her yes or no. What do you tell her before she leaves about particularly that, because you are a young person and I know you got married at 30s? What do you, Sisi is 19, what do you tell her? Because somebody has asked her, is she engaged? I know you can advise her. You've been there.
My advice to you, live your life, and at the right time, God will make everything beautiful. So
yeah,
don't be pressured by people, by life. Yeah, they could all be married in the parliament or wherever you go, but you have won it at your age. So pursue your dream, not pursuing people's interest. I think that is a good advice to you.
Thank you. That is. Thank you.
What about pursue your dreams, not others? And Sisi, I can tell you that's the same thing I'll tell you. I've always pursued my dreams. I've not really pursued other people. Live your life. And it's you. When you came in, when you decided you want to, but I'm sure there are people who put you off. I was talking to your mom earlier on, and so many people had called her to tell you, not to do what you're doing, that you are too young, but you still persisted because you have a dream, and that dream is in you, burning in you. Pursue your dreams, not my dream, not your mom's, not your dad's, not any person's dreams, but what God has put in you. And I love what you say, the fear of God in you has brought you this far. So let me say, I'm really so proud of you, and you'll be celebrating soon, guys. Yes, those of you who want to be involved in this, I am organizing with Mommy and Sisi. We have to celebrate. This is not Amiga. It's not just any achievement. For her to be, I got I got voted in my 40s. Sisi is 19, and I'm really so proud of her. Well done, Sisi. The sky is not the limit anymore. People are going.
Just make sure you wait for me to come.
Yes. And by the way, Sisi, Nyotanjema is coming next month.
Early next month.
Next month. Yeah. So we will organize. He can actually sponsor that. Yeah. Nyotanjema can sponsor that Thanksgiving for me and you. We know we plan. So enjoy your celebrations. We'll catch up tomorrow. We'll catch up later in the night. And people are saying congratulations to you, because we are really so proud of you, Sisi. We are really so proud of you. God bless you. Enjoy.
Thank you.
And if you need me, you know I'm always a phone call away.
I know.
Anytime.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening.
Love you. So hiyo ndio maneno tunayo. Unaona, mimi nafanya kazi. Me, I'm mentoring people to go places. I don't want to be on my own. Sasa mi nikienda Westminster Parliament, ninawachia wengine. And so I thank God for what he is doing. Right. So Sisi is one of us. Sisi Nyambura is our newest, youngest counselor. Bishop Makime inaona. Nilikuja huku kufanya kazi. Mimi na watu wa young people, I love them. And by the way, Nyotanjema, I want to introduce you to Bishop Makime. He is here. Bishop Makime, you should go and visit his church, and you talk about what you do. He's my cousin.
Wow.
He's also he's my age mate. Sisi tumekuwa na yeye pamoja, and he's one you can work with. You know, I only introduce you to people whom
people.
Yes. And I cannot bring him to people who will let him down, because he also has a name to protect.
That's true.
Yes, kwa kanisa na kwa community, he has a name to protect. So, Bishop, I'll introduce you to Nyotanjema. You will get in touch and, work together. He's doing so well. We are so proud of him. And you can see, nilikuja huku kufanya kazi. I already have a young girl who is 19. Leo amechaguliwa kama counselor, and I'm really, really so proud of you. Back to you, Nyotanjema. Now, guys, you can hear Nyota. I love that name so much. Nyotanjema. You know, Nyota is a star, a good star.
Thank you.
And Nyotanjema, I cut you short because Sisi had to come in and go. Now, with you now, what you are doing, because let me tell you, we in diaspora, and like me, because I come home every last year I came for 4 times. I don't want my cousin to hear that, Bishop Makime. I saw you all those times and I did see him. And in mimi na yeye tumekuwa pamoja from primary, from youth, from walimu na nini. I know hata amini hivyo that I came 4 times. Okay. People in diaspora are really worried. And Bishop, you have to come and preach in our church in UK. People in diaspora are really worried because wamedanganywa sana. And we have heard of so many investment companies, particularly the real estate, after hyping people and then zimefungwa. What is so unique and what is so special, and why Nyotanjema? Be very honest with people, because I told you we have a name to protect. And particularly for me to have invested in you, I did my due diligence. Tulifanya kazi na Bishop, tukatuma watu nyumbani. They checked for us. Yes. Can you go there and confirm? And you know that. You found out later that we did that.
That's true.
Why Nyotanjema?
Thank you very much. I will start by saying first again, congratulations to Sisi. That is a very inspiring story. to hear. And I know if she started at 13, when my daughter is turned 13, she should also be thinking about what she wants to become on the right notes. So I start by saying, evil prevails when good people do nothing. I repeat, evil prevails when good people do nothing. And I think one reason as to why I came to do my business, to start my company, is I said in that year there was a lot of scamming happening, and I couldn't control because I was not in control of those companies. So the only thing I could do was start something that I'm in control and something that I can be held accountable. So I called my wife. Then she was my fiancée. We were courting and dating, and she supported the dream. And we agreed that we are going to do this thing together. So she promised to support me, to support my dream and my vision. So what makes us unique? It is good to advertise in the media. It's good to advertise on social media. We do it so well. But it's something that I have learned from my business networking group, which is called BNI. It has given me an opportunity to learn that people don't care how much you care, but they care how much you make them feel. And therefore, you must first of all build relationship with people. Instead of spending 1 million to advertise on a TV station where I don't make you feel important and connected to us, I would rather spend that 1 million, get a flight to the UK, get a flight to Germany, to all the other countries, and have a one-on-one conversation with you. I believe when we are talking with you, you can be able to rate my conversation. You can be able to rate whether what I'm saying, I'm contradicting myself with my words. And again, you can also be able to ask people who are behind in the country. And I remember when I was in the UK, most people are actually Googling about us, sending images of myself. I would see people taking photos of me. And I know they were sending to their people. They told me later they were sending to their people to ask who I am, ask their lawyers, ask their friends, their schoolmates. And that is what I believe strengthens the relationship. From the people I met, I believe we are not just hitting and running in our business. I created a model that after 1 year, after paying that 20K per month for a year, I'll ask you next year, where are you taking the 20K you are sending me? Again, I will inculcate a culture of investment, even to those who are thinking investment is so hard. So for us, we look at strengthening relationship, building strong relationship, because out of our network, strong network, we'll get strong net worth. And that will help us to grow our business from one level to the other. So for me, it's not just making money. I would rather spend what I have. In my language, they say, a shilling is inamulikwa na shilingi nyingine. Acha ni translate kwa Kiswahili. Shilingi humulikwa kwa nyingine. Kwa hivyo, I would rather spend the shilling I have. I come create a relationship with a mom here counselor, or I call her mayor, and bishop, who can be able to open for me their networks. Because again, the best marketing in the world is the word of mouth marketing. We have never done an advert on a TV, but we have had an advert through people saying, I have tried them, I have tested them, you can try them, and you can see. For me, I use the matrix. If you introduce me to 10 people, like you introduce me to your friends and relatives, those 10 people have 10 people you don't know. Or maybe you know them, but they cannot believe you, or they cannot hear you, but they can hear the other person introduce me. So if you give me 10 people, then the 10 people are served well and happy. They introduce me to 10 people. So by the time I come again and have 100 people from the same person who gave me 10 people, then those 100, when we serve them faithfully and happy, they will give us another 10 people. If we work with a matrix of 10 people for the next 5 years, from one person, I may end up getting to serve averagely at least 10,000 people from one person, because referral marketing becomes the best marketing. And that is why we try to build a relationship. I may not be able to call everybody every time, but whenever we call, I have to start where we stopped, because it's a relationship created. And I look forward to just selling, but having referral partners. And that is why, ma'am, maybe I can mention here, we even created an application. We have the first ever real estate app where you can refer your people, even through the app. And so that I can create the relationship with you, we ensure that when you refer somebody, it gives you a 3% cashback of what the person buys. It goes to your e-wallet, which you can use to redeem to invest, or you can decide to withdraw. It is your money. And that way, you not just be feeling like you are serving us only for free. Imagine you'll be serving us as you refer your people. We create a relationship because we'll give you something in the online platform. Can you imagine? That is what we are trying to create. Create a platform where a customer can just check on their website, on their phone. They see their statement. They don't have to call. Pamela's nimefikisha wapi? From their app, they can be able to see all that. That is why I'm saying we are looking at customer satisfaction and building strong relationship. Thank you.
Wow. Guys, you've heard it all. Why we need Nyota Njema. And personally, I have invested with Nyota Njema, and I know several people in UK because to have bought, I don't know, he's going to be talking about the different plots that have been bought. It's not just one. He came here and people were amazed. And for me, I did say that I've already traveled in Kenya and I've seen my plot, and he's reliable. For me to put my name there, really, I had to do my due diligence. And so we are really so proud of Nyota Njema. And you know what? Nyota Njema is coming here next month. It's not a one-off. It's not the hit and run guy. He's here for us. He supports us. He does a lot for our people, to support us. Just a short break, guys, and then we'll be right back.
Habari wa Kenya. Get fantastic rates with TapTap Send. You can now send money to Kenya at great rates and with zero transfer fees. Send money from the USA, Canada, UK, Germany, Italy, France, Belgium, Spain, and the Netherlands. Trust TapTap for convenient, safe, and fast transactions to M-Pesa and to Kenyan bank accounts. Download today and get a bonus on your first transfer. TapTap ni ChapChap.
Yes, I've always told you that I trust TapTap. How many years have I used TapTap? And I tell you guys, I always tell you that I have a name to defend. And TapTap has been there for us, not just for 1 year, not for 2 years, not for 3 years now. And TapTap is still holding strong. I tell you guys, one of the reasons why I trust TapTap, it's not just a local program. It's not just a local company. It is international. And so it will take time if you're saying of the company going bust. They are reliable. And guys, we always rely on them. The highest and the best exchange rate. We could have somebody coming and talk of 180 pounds to the pound, 180 shillings to the pound, and then they just go just like wind for 2 weeks. But TapTap, they are consistent. And if you have got any problems, any issues, you can always come back to us and we'll be there to support you. And today we'll be talking more about TapTap because you guys have been asking me. And anytime you've come, we've always sorted out things for you. And I tell you what, guys, if you download and use my promo code LIST254, we are still on that promotion code. You get £15 on your first transaction. Can you imagine? £15. And you know the rate today? £15. So if you're sending £10 to your uncle, to your girlfriend, to your boyfriend, to your dad, to your mom, to your shosho, to your guka, you send £10, it will be, how much? 10 plus 15. You see? Do the mathematics yourselves. And we are doing that because we love you, because we are community oriented, and people in UK particularly, and even in US and any place in UK, within Europe, if you've got an event, get in touch with me, get in touch with the other ambassadors. We are here to support you because TapTap is community oriented. We are not just sending money. We want to work with the community. And you have been supporting so many of our communities. How do we do that? Just download. And just in case you have forgotten, how do we download? Here we go. And you know what? I did say if you download and you use my promo code LIZ254, my promo code LIZ254, we're still in that season where you get 15 pound. Guys, can you believe that? 15 pound if you use LIZ254 on your first transaction. Download on your first transaction and you get 15 pound. How easy can that get? How easy can that get? 15 pound on your first transaction. Can you believe that? And the rates are so good. So tap is chap. And you know, guys, if you get any problems whatsoever, I am just a phone call away. And I tell people, I have a name to defend. I'm not just promoting tap and then disappear. I'm an elected councillor, so why would I? And tap have been there. They are reliable. They are people we can use. So guys, tap need chap. Use tap and please, over this coronation weekend, if you download 15 pound on top of your first download, your first sign up, and I'm looking to see who will be the first one. There might be surprises for you. Go ahead, download. We are here for you. And we want to support you. Like I said, we want to support you. Yes, I can see somebody saying amazing. Yes, we are amazing. Yes, we are here for you as a community. We want to support you because tap is really thinking Kenya every time. Right. Back to our program. I can see Nyotanjema is back. And you know what, Nyotanjema? I did tell you, Nyotanjema, today I am here and I'm full of surprises. I am full of surprises. Sisi has just gone and I've got another surprise today. Because, like I said, personally, I am a community person, and anytime I see something good, I want to promote it. I want people to know more about it. Now, we've just spoken to Sisi, who is our newest, our youngest councillor, and I'm really so proud to have mentored her. And I'm ready to do that through the support of Tap. I'm doing so many mentorship programs. Tonight, for the next maybe few minutes, we've got Tap support. Why would anybody want to use Tap? We've got so many other money sending companies. Why is Tap the real deal? Why would I recommend Tap? We need to hear. We need to really tell people why Tap, because personally, this is not the first year, this is not the second year, and I'm a super brand ambassador of Tap, and I still use Tap. People have introduced me to so many others, but I still go back to Tap. And to explain to us, to talk to us a bit more about that and how we can work together is none other than hey, Nakuona. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks, Councillor. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear. Now, we've just had our youngest councillor here, and I'm really so proud because that was my job. I mentored her. You've just missed her because she's really tired.
I saw her. I saw the interview. Congratulations. Yeah. So proud of her. That's an amazing achievement.
Okay, before we proceed, introduce yourself. Who is this guy who amekuja to councillor? Introduce yourself and then we push on.
Asante sana. My name is George Samson, based in Dubai, working for Tap Send. I am taking care of the East African market in the UK and in the US globally.
Right. Who is Tap, George? And what
is Tap is Chap. Tap is a remittance company. We are global and we are based in the US, in Canada, in the UK, in Europe, and now launching. We're just in the process of launching in the Gulf, so in Dubai especially. We're a remittance company. We support the immigrant nations. The reason we started is to support immigrants to do their remittance services at zero transfer fees. And we're very proud to be the first remittance company that is headed towards achieving one of the UN global sustainability goals, which is to reduce remittance fees to be under 3% of the charges that are levied to remittance customers.
Wow, guys, you've had it all. George, and George knows that. And I always tell people that people now call me Tap Tap because I trust Tap Tap. Trust Tap Tap to do the best for you. You've had why Tap Tap. Now, can you tell us now what
Yes.
are the best? Okay, you've said you can be trusted. You know, you've got all the things that you said. What are usually your average exchange rates so that people can weigh, assess, and see? And what other things do you do as Tap Tap in terms of maybe supporting the community, maybe
Oh,
being
yes.
there for people? Can you tell us a bit more about Tap Tap?
We support the community a lot. We recently partnered with the Kenya High Commission in Belfast and in Arizona and in Kansas, because Kansas in the US and Arizona in the US and Belfast in Ireland, to support Kenyans who are coming to get services from the Kenya High Commission. So we sponsored some of these events. We sponsor some church events. We are going to be sponsoring a football tournament for young men in London. And we always look towards the immigrant community as our base, because as immigrants living outside home, we came, all of us, to look for money and to find ways to support our families back home. So Tap Tap is giving a service to everyone at zero transfer. So if you want to send 15 pounds, for example, today the rate is 167 pounds to £1 is 167 Kenya shillings for the UK. You want to send, let's say, 10 pounds, we don't charge anything. You can send 10 or 15 or 20 pounds. And on top of that, we have brand ambassadors. You're our leading brand ambassador in the UK. And we have champions who we work with, and we give very good retainers and bonuses, and we support the entire immigrant community. Tunataka Wakenya wote to be sending money home, especially when we have opportunities like what Nyota Ndogo is doing. It's I mean, how can we not support our fellow people to send money back home at very, very, very reasonable rates, very, very great rates, and free of charge?
Wow, guys, we'll continue. And if you've got any questions, any concerns, put that on the chat. We've got George here and he will join in. Now, George, I want to introduce you. I said today I am full of surprises on my show. I want to introduce you to the CEO mwenyewe of Nyota Njema Real Estate. And can I tell you, I have invested in Nyota Njema. And Nyota Njema was here. He will tell you what he did last year when he came here and why he wants to come back next month. And I have ideas, but I want you guys to come up with how can we work together. So, Paminas, introduce yourself to George.
Thank you very much, and great to meet you, George. Finally, I have actually given you some customers. Those guys in the UK would ask me how do they transfer money. I tell them, can you check Tap Tap? Though I don't know how to use it anyway.
Thank you. Thank you.
But because Mom here has been talking good of you, I have always endorsed, and anyway, nobody has not been able to transact. So to start with, I want to thank you for this meeting. Now, there has been a request. Paminas, can you get us a consistent payment platform that is going to enable us to transact without really struggling? And a customer one day sent money to me through another platform. I'll not mention the name for reasons you all know. And the money took almost 3 days to get to my account. So this customer was already getting stressed. So I wanted just to ask two questions. What guarantee can you be able to give my customers who are watching that you will be able to not have those downtimes that money will take 3 days. They also fear whether I'm lying to them or for sure the money has not come. And number two, are we able to come up with a standard rate, or to have an assurance to get the best rate in the market? Just to ask those two questions, so that in case people are transferring money, other platforms are giving at a certain rate, are able to guarantee the best rate possible.
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, Paminas. It's nice to meet you. I've been listening to the program. I've had the investment opportunities you have, and I must tell you, I'm sold. I'm going to be one of your customers, God willing.
Wow. Thank you very much.
So yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Councillor Elizabeth, for allowing us to meet and hosting us. It's amazing. To answer your questions, we first of all, I think the best thing I can say is, having met you, having seen what you're doing, I am definitely going to make sure that TapTapSend partners with you. And for those who be using your services, we are going to have surprise bonuses for them when they transact, to send money to you, starting from the time you're coming to the UK. I think we are going to host some of your events, and we are going to have a surprise gift and bonuses for some of the people who will be sending through you. We might also be able to look at ways where we can have a standard rate for customers. That's a very good idea that you have given. We might be able to see the possibilities, because you know the exchange market is very, it fluctuates depending on the strength of the weakness of the shilling, the strength of the dollar and the pound. So it's very hard to promise a very standard currency exchange rate, but we can see ways in which we can work out something for your customers. Secondly, or the third question, to answer your first question, which was about the consistency in terms of promising that transfers will happen, will not be delayed. Our customers, we as TapTapSend try to educate our customers to understand that we are partnering with banks and partners like Safaricom back in Kenya. So sometimes it's not really necessarily that we as TapTap or the other providers, in this case, that they are delaying the transfers. Sometimes it's just a downtime that happens due to the connections with systems and computers. But at TapTap, what we endeavor to do is we ensure that every transfer done, the transfer happens within less than a minute. I'd say 1 to 2 minutes. If there is a delay, then it will be sorted out within 24 hours, not within 3 days. So that's something that we try to pursue and make sure that our customers enjoy the excellence of our services.
Thank you. That's a good assurance. I think that was a very, very big concern, especially when people send money. And for me, I'm telling them I have not received. For them, they know they have received, they have sent, it's not in their accounts. So thank you for that assurance. And my last question would be, at least you have promised my guys, and I know they can hear me, that you are going to get a surprise gift. And I look forward to
we will.
Coming next month, we'll have all our events in partnership. You know, last time we were doing, I would go for an event, then your guys are coming without knowing whether they are supposed to be in or not. But at least mom would say, no, these are my people. So at least now you have the full, we can now make it big and better together. So looking forward to working together.
Paminas, that's not a problem. I'm promising you in front of Councillor Elizabeth and our viewers. I can see Archbishop is saying he's one of our good clients, and he's looking for his award.
He's here with me. He's watching. So, and I didn't
give him an award.
I did not.
No, we'll give him something.
Right. Regina Mwangi is asking you, George, what does it entail to become a TapTap? You can see that question.
Wow. Wow.
Share that.
Yes,
Ambassador. She's all
ambassador,
the way from
ambassador.
US,
Yes,
actually.
you see?
Yes,
See?
yes, yes, yes,
And
yes,
where
yes.
is she based in
Wow.
the first place?
She's
Where
in the
are you
US.
based, Regina? Before George answers, because I don't want to put George in a fix, we'd love to know where you are based, because George
She's
could
in
be
the
committing
US,
somebody
if
who
I'm
is
not
in.
wrong.
She's in US.
Yes.
It's possible. George, go on.
Even Ruth wants a reward.
George, you know what? Because I'm the super brand ambassador, these people have to show me that they are sending, and I have to
Yes.
confirm. We are
Yes.
able to do that.
Yes, yes, we
So,
are able to.
Regina, can you answer
So,
Regina's question, George, please?
Regina, it is a process that we will talk to you. Definitely, if you can contact Councillor Elizabeth, or if you can get in touch with her, then she will put you in touch with me, and we can see how you can become one of our ambassadors. So if you don't mind, you could share your details with Councillor Elizabeth, your phone number or email, and then we can see how to discuss and bring you on board as councillor, as an ambassador. One thing I would say about TapTapSend that stands out, makes us to stand out from the others, is we are committed to supporting immigrants, not just back home with great rates, but we support immigrants by having ambassadors in our teams. So all our teams consist of ambassadors from Kenya, Uganda, Ghana. So we support immigrants in the first world countries, like in the US, in Canada, in Europe, and we support them by working with them to build communities. They spread the word about TapTapSend, and we put something in their pocket, and we support them in their initiatives, and we support them in their events. So you see, TapTapSend is working both supporting people back home by giving good rates, zero transfer fees, and supporting immigrants who are working. In many countries, people work 2-3 jobs at the same time. But with TapTapSend as an ambassador, you get to work maybe 1 or 2 jobs, because we support all immigrants. We want to see people to come out of poverty, tujenge Kenya, tujenge nyumbani.
Wow.
Wow, guys, you can hear. We are not just here, Regina, my friend Paminas, keep up the good work. You can hear, we are not just here to promote Nyota Njema, to promote TapTap, but we are also offering jobs, because once somebody becomes an ambassador, you still get some allowance, and you also get to link up with people. And it's very, very important, because we are social beings. It's not, sometimes I look at it, George, this is not even any allowance that you give, but like personally, I've gotten to know so many people through TapTap. They call me, they introduce themselves, and they tell me, oh, I send money through this and blah, blah, blah. And, I feel good, because personally, because I'm a politician, I thrive in numbers. And through those same numbers, I also introduce them to TapTap. There are so many people who will call me and ask me questions. So really, George, I really appreciate what we are doing. And I can see Regina is still congratulating Paminas for bringing them here. George, can you tell us at the moment, what are the comparatives of TapTap and others? Where do we stand? Where does TapTap stand? Why TapTap, really? And it's not just with the rates, because we could give 180, but why TapTap? That one is very, very important. I do tell people, sometimes you might not even look at the rates, but why TapTap? Because you are here.
Thank you, Councillor. Reliability. TapTap is reliable. We've been in the market longer than the young boys who are coming after us right now. We are very reliable. We have a support network of support teams of ambassadors who are Kenyans, people who are from Kenya. This is speaking about Kenya. And for Uganda, we have ambassadors from Uganda. So for each country where we have services, where we send money to, we actually work with ambassadors from the same countries. We have Kenyan ambassadors and champions and influencers, people who are leaders in their communities like yourself. people who are community supporters, support groups, plus these, like I said earlier, the ambassadors get support from us. Our customers back in Kenya, when you send money to them, you do it at 0 transfer fees, and we give bonuses. And not only that, it's not only about the rate. The rates are excellent, by the way. It's not only about the rates, also it is about the social responsibility work that we do. We support so many corporate social responsibility activities in the UK, in Canada, in the US. We work with the Kenya High Commission to ensure that Kenyans get by supporting the Kenya High Commission, we ensure that Kenyans get the services that they deserve from the embassies and from the government. We support charity works in Kenya. We support this. We do a lot of charity work in Kenya through our ambassadors, like orphanage homes, churches, and community centers, and we are expanding. We are building our network of Kenyans. Like you said, when you become an ambassador, you meet so many people and you discover that your network is really your net worth. Someone is asking, are they limited to support initiatives in diaspora?
You taken the show now, George. There we go. Because I believe that's a program we have been supporting as Beacon of Hope. And actually, I believe TapTap can support. Go ahead.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. There are, you see, as a business, there's some regulatory requirements that you have to watch out for when you do charitable contributions and support. But we can definitely work with Beacon of Hope. We can work with such charity organizations to support initiatives, not just in the diaspora, but also in Kenya. We have done some support of some charity work back in Kenya. So yes, Ben, we can do a lot of initiatives in Kenya as well.
Dama Ben,
because you see, when people in Kenya know that it is TapTap Send, they will tell people in diaspora that use TapTap Send to send money, because then instead of you paying fees, that fees can be included in the money that you're sending to us. So if you're paying $5 for a transfer and sending $10, send us $15, because TapTap Send will not charge you that $5. And we end up getting more money in Kenya. Thank you, Councillor.
So there we go, Dama Ben. Get in touch with Beacon of Hope, and I'll link you with George. Because like I said, TapTap, one of the reasons why I like TapTap is they're community oriented. They just don't limit themselves into that business of sending money. So that's great. I will reach out. I have one that is supporting special needs children. Yes, we have supported that program as Beacon of Hope with special needs children, and they are there, you know. It's an open program that you can actually do your due diligence and see them, which is a good thing, because I did say from the beginning, and I do tell people, before I commit myself, I really have to check who is this, because I've got a name to protect. Jeff Kush, Minister Rugi is asking, where is Jeff Kush? Any other questions? Because I know George is a very, very busy person, and you know what? George is based in Dubai. And I know it's late now, it's quite late in Dubai, but you know, this social media has made the world a small world. You know, it's a global village. We can connect with everybody from all over and do things together. Right now in UK, we are getting ready for the coronation. Tomorrow we are getting the new king. I was gonna say queen, the new king, and I've got events that I'm doing even as, please excuse me for that, I've got events that I'm doing even as Beacon of Hope and as TapTap. We're also supporting 1 or 2 events here and there. So Jeff Kush, join us. Okay, Paminas, before we
Yes.
said, I know George will stay here so that he can listen, but if you have got any question, go ahead.
No, I don't have any question. I think you asked the most critical question, what is the unique selling proposition? And he answered that. I wish I knew you in Dubai, because I was there last week. The whole of last week I was there. So maybe we would have caught up for coffee and Metro is very super there. So
yes, we will meet. We will meet.
Yes.
Every right time has, every season has its right time. We will definitely meet.
I believe.
So for
God
me, I
is
wish you
like-
well. Let's look forward to signing this memorandum so that our customers can be confident to know that yes, it is now official. They have had it. I know most of them are watching. I can see them. So
I
TapTap and Nyota will
can
make it
confirm. I can
Yes.
confirm we are going to do something for those who will be using who will be using our services to send money to you. We have a
Yes.
special surprise for them. And no, Minister Ken, we are not yet in Qatar and we are not yet in Riyadh. We've just gotten the license in the UAE, so it will take some time before it gets to Qatar and Riyadh. And Regina earlier had asked about becoming an ambassador. Regina, please get in touch with Beacon of Hope. Get in touch with Councillor Elizabeth. She will share your details with me and we will make you one of our ambassadors. Umepata kazi.
George, nimekuwa na question there. There is a private question about Canada. There is somebody who is in Canada. Emma.
Yes,
Emma is saying
yes.
she wants to be an ambassador in Canada.
Oh,
She's a resident there.
We are looking for ambassadors in Canada like hotcake. So please tell her to get
Emma,
in touch with
Job,
you.
get in touch immediately. Give me your contact,
And
I'll contact. I'll give you.
yes,
I'll give you
100%. Because
There we
in
go.
Canada we are live. We are live in the US. We are live in the UK, in Ireland, in Germany. We are live in most of Europe. We're just getting started in the UAE, so we're not getting ambassadors for the UAE as yet, but we are for other parts of the world. Tutatuma chap na tap hadi huko kwa Nyota Njema. Yes.
Thank you.
Please do. You know, the most amazing thing about TapTap is the diversity of the people that work in TapTap. We have all nationalities working in TapTap. It's an American-owned company, but it has a diverse group of talent. So when you use our services, you're supporting Kenyans. When you use our services to send money to Prime Minister's company, Nyota Njema, you're supporting Kenyans, and we are supporting Kenyans to build Kenya. That's what we are all about.
Absolutely. And you know what? Personally, I am really so proud because when I sit here under Beacon of Hope, I want to promote any Kenyan who is doing good. For example, George is here. George, it's not his company, but George is giving jobs to so many people. You see now, he's stretching his arms up to Canada, UAE, Germany. Actually, Germany, we are looking. Whoever is in Germany, we are looking for ambassadors in Germany. Yes, we need that. We need ambassadors in Switzerland. We need ambassadors in Netherlands, because within the Europe, I'll be traveling. I'll be coming over to support you if you need any help. And TapTap will support you so that we can really move. And I tell you, TapTap, I've used TapTap not just for 3 years, and they are reliable. I have not had, and anybody who has a problem, and if I call them, if I call TapTap, even if it's midnight, they'll be there. There'll be support for you in case there is an issue, because issues do happen even in our banks. And that is one thing I talk about. They are so reliable. Angel Sunshine says, glad to hear about the collaboration between TapTap and Nyota Njema. This is great, and you will be assured of our transactions. Amen. That's good.
That's amazing.
Something
else.
Timothy, I'm waiting for you. Go ahead, George.
Something else I had forgotten to mention actually is that our app is not a wallet. You don't store money in TapTap Send. This is something that really plays a big difference. We don't store your money. We are just a conduit for you to transfer your money at zero transfer fees. So you simply transfer your money from your UK or US or Canadian account to your M-Pesa number or to your bank account in Kenya at very good rates, zero transfer, and very fast. We are not a wallet, so we don't store your money in our app. completely. We are not even looking at doing that because we don't want to hold your money. We want to help you get your money as quickly as possible where it is needed back home in Kenya.
I have a
And
quick
guys,
one.
that is important. Go ahead, Paminas.
One, at least I can see I'll be in Germany end of July, so it's something we do there. But again, coming back to my question, do you said to pay bills?
Right now, we don't
We are
do that
working on that.
because we're working on it. There's a different regulatory mechanism for that, but we are looking towards doing that very soon.
Thank you. I think that was a good one.
So, guys, you can see everything you asked for. Jeff Kush, karibu sana. We have missed you. You have missed a lot. We have the youngest counselor. We have George here, and he's offering jobs. You have got your Tanjema, Jeff Kush. You know, I love this young man, Jeff Kush. He's always on the move. Tanjema, have you met Jeff Kush?
I've actually called him to tell him people are asking where he is. He told me he was in a rally in Nyandarua, so he has just come in.
Oh, Jeff Kush, we want you here because these guys, you know, I always promote young people, and here you are. Jeff Kush will connect us with so many people in Kenya, and he does wonders. Every time I have Jeff Kush, I know I'll have a house full. So, guys, once again, this is Beacon of Hope, and in our program today, it's so rich today. First of all, we hosted our youngest, newest counselor, Counselor Sisi, whom I mentored, and I'm really so proud of that young girl who was elected last night, 19 Kenyan. Hey, inawezekana. You miss that, Jeff. And you know me, nafanya my connections. You never know. And you are young. Na una nini? Alafu unachelewa we, Jeff. Anyway. Then we have George. George is our tap guy. He's really spoken about how we can use tap, you know, to support ourselves. And he's offering jobs to those people in Europe, most parts in Europe, because we want to really spread our wings with tap. And tap is a money sending app to Kenya. And it is the best, the most reliable, you know, the best rates and instant money transfer. And I've said I've used it for a long time. We also have Nyotanjema CEO, who is also in his early 30s. You see, I'm hosting young people because I want to promote young people. Nyotanjema is the CEO. Paminas is the CEO of Nyotanjema, and he's really talking to us about why he started this company, where he's going, and what he has done. And I've said I've also invested in him. I've brought me and Archbishop, my husband. We have, because we saw he is reliable. So there's a lot that we can do. And you know, the power of social media, you network. And they always say your network is your net worth. And any place I go personally, even where places I'm not welcome, me, I know I'm there to network because I know my network is going to be my net worth. For example, now here in UK, from tomorrow and even from today, we have the King's coronation. What am I doing? I am trying to reach out to as many people because I know watu ndio mali, watu ndio pesa, networking. As much as I sell tap, because I'm the super brand ambassador and I talk about wherever I go, I'm tap. And particularly any gathering where there are Kenyans, tap. And my beacon of hope. So guys, this is where we need to, because we are Kenyans, we need to help each other. We need to grow. We need to move with times, and times have changed. These are not the times when we used to write our promotions on magazines or even on leaflets and we give people. People are too busy. But once you share, if this was old days, I could have done all these leaflets that tap, and I put them on doors. When do I have that time to do that? But now, at a click, I can reach out to thousands. I've got so many people who follow me. I've got so many programs. I've got so many, you know, WhatsApp groups where I'm admin, and I can share with people what I know, and people can move on. So here we are, power of social media, guys. Let us support each other. George is here with tap. Anybody in the UK, anybody in Europe, anybody in America, anybody in Germany, this anywhere. He is here for us. And you know what? I've proved TapTap actually personally. Wacha hiyo maneno ya biashara ni nini. Personally, I know they are reliable. Anytime I need to send money, even if it's £5, quickly, and the money instantly goes. Nyota Njema here, selling to us land. The last time, can you tell people, Nyota Njema, the last time you came here, what happened? Because I look like I'm exaggerating because I'm a politician. Tell people, even George needs to hear. No, tell them what happened the last time you came to England.
Yes, I came in as a stranger. I left as a friend. So the first thing that I did, I came with a project specifically dedicated to the UK people, and you people oversubscribed the project. So I'm now ready for you this time round. I'll come with almost double what I came with, so that I'm not frustrated. So at least, thank you for oversubscribing to what we came with. More than 100 and something were taken up. And remember, I was a stranger. Now at least we are friends. So I'll be coming back with the titles of those who have cleared by the mid of this month. I'll make sure the titles are ready so that I can bring them. As we celebrate, you come with your friends. So it is a joy to always see customers get their title deed. Because even me, when I get it in the name of Nyota Njema, I feel so excited. So now I imagine the joy you get when you get it in your name. So that is our prayer. So can I proceed to say when I'm coming?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, it's your time.
Yeah, we have an event, courtesy of Pastor Boniface, who could also be watching all the way. We are going to be having
our house church.
Our house church in Bristol on 10th of June. We have an event which is going to be graced by Reverend Ruth Wamoyo. I look forward to having a great worship experience as we also talk about investment. And on the 17th of June, that is a week after, at the same location, we shall be having a title handover. This time we have taken it away from London, but I know I'll be in London on 11th. So don't worry, we'll be there. And after church, we can go to our normal place at the Thatch House. And as we take Nyama Choma, hand over some titles to those who are in London. But again, on 17th, we are going to be in Bristol again. The flyers are already out. I know I have seen them circulating. And after that, God willing, there's another conference of pastors happening in Germany, in a place called, that name is hard. It starts with the name. So,
don't dare.
Yes?
Don't
yes,
try.
That one. Yes, that name. I don't want to mention it wrong. I'm live. But again, I know they're receiving me from Frankfurt. We have an event in Frankfurt on that Friday, on the 23rd. 24th, we go for the whole day activity. And then on Sunday after church, I will be rushing to Berlin. It's a 6-hour speed train journey. But then on Monday, nobody, I'm not receiving anybody's call. I just sleep. So that is how my weekend is going to be busy in Germany. I'm looking forward to those customers in Germany who have invested. We'll give their titles as well. And those who have not, we are going to be sharing opportunities. So it's going to be a marathon. I look forward to seeing you people. You know, when I come there, I don't sleep. We work when you stop working from your normal working hours. That is when I start my working hours. So I'm ready to be a servant, because one day I know I'll also be resting. On a very light note.
Amen.
Yes,
I
so thank you
always
very
say
much,
it's good.
ma'am.
I say
Yeah,
it's
for
always,
having
I
me.
always say it's good to be positive. And you know what, George, we will mark those dates because we want to partner with Nyota Njema. The few days is coming to here. And actually, even Germany, we have TapTap in Germany.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we are not leaving. You see, George.
That's
yes,
true.
yes. We have ambassadors in Germany as well, and we will add more, and we will be with you in Germany and hopefully in Dubai also one day. So
Yeah, Dubai,
we're
I'll
going
come
to
back
partner
in
with you.
August. I have to come back after
Yes.
summer. Because I know
Yes.
last time I came in June and the heat was crazy. So I don't want to come
June
back.
is not, yes. You have to come after summer. That's the best
Yes,
time.
yes, yes. Thank you.
So
Right.
we will be with you for those dates. And
Yes.
thank you so much, Councillor, for having me. Thank you for allowing me to meet your viewers and to meet with Parminas. Parminas, I'm going to be your customer.
Thank you very much. I will take your number from ma'am after this. I know there it's already
Please do.
12 a.m.
It's 1 a.m. right now.
George is just like you. He never sleeps. If I call him, if I have a problem with Tap, he'll be there. So I'm not worried about him.
Thank you very much. At least I'm so grateful also, ma'am, for having me in the show tonight. I know it was a short notice, but I believe we have done it well. And I look forward for those. Let me give my parting shot and say,
yes, please.
For those who are waiting for the best investment time, the best investment time was 10 years ago. And the other best time to invest is now. Do not wait to get enough money. We have provided opportunities where you can pay slowly. And at the end of it, we know within that payment of paying slowly, you can also be doing your due diligence as thorough as you want. But for us, our joy is to see as many Kenyans. I have Kenyans in Dubai, some who are working as house managers, and they have ended up investing in land. I have brought some titles for some of them. It inspires me to see we are not only reaching some class of people, we are reaching everybody. Because when everybody succeeds, our GDP grows, our economy grows, and everybody is a happy person. So Kenyans in diaspora, when we say our economy is not doing so well, we can only run it and grow it by getting so much diaspora remittances and foreign direct investments. You are the people to help us in that. And I'm speaking that as one of the leaders in the industry. And again, I didn't mention, ma'am, we formed an association of real estate stakeholders where we are coming together, people who have run businesses in real estate and delivered to their customers. We are going to be meeting, we have formed an association where now, in the long run, people will be listed there. If one is not listed there, then we'll be asking people, if you do business with them and anything happens, you are not to be liable. That's something that's going to be a game changer. I'm one of the people championing. Actually, they nominated me to be the one recruiting companies within different counties. So we'll be going across the whole country so that we can give confidence to our investors that we will no longer lose money. And if anyone takes your money away, we can be able to hold them. And final thing we are doing, we are pushing a bill of self-regulation of the industry. This has never been had before. Today alone, I was able to witness 3 handovers of 3 different real estate companies. I ran my company, but I was going there as a guest to just show solidarity that together we can achieve more. I look forward to seeing a real estate industry in Kenya, which is not only self-centered to individuals, but self-centered towards the customer-centric and service. So thank you very much. Support us the much you can be able to support us. And remember, ma'am, I promised to do that when I was in the UK. It is now up and running. I may not be the chair, but I'm behind the scenes. So sometimes it's good to just let the things be done. As I started with my remarks, evil prevails when good people do nothing. We'll do something as God helps us. And as we do something, we request for your support. And I know one day Kenya will be great because of our synergies. We partner with TapTap, we partner with the political class, we partner with investors, and together we can do more. Thank you, and thank you for having me this evening.
Thank you. I can only say amen and amen. And George, your parting shot, please, to your people in the TapTap fraternity.
First of all, thank you very much. I really appreciate having this opportunity, and thank you, Parminas, for the service you're doing to Kenyans. At TapTap, we are committed to serve all our customers and Kenyans with the highest standards of professionalism and reliability. And Kenyans in the diaspora, I'll ask you, please partner with us as we partner with Nyota Njema to support people back home. Make sure that you use us, because we are not only supporting people back home, we're supporting people even in the diaspora. For those who want to be ambassadors, please get in touch with Dr. Elizabeth, and she will pass you through to me, and we will make sure that we give you the proper training and we give you the opportunity to become our ambassadors. We thank you, and like Pamina said, Kenya is going to be great. May God bless us all. May God bless Kenya also.
Amen. Wow. Thank you guys. I mean, you people have had it all. I say I only facilitate. I don't have anything much to offer, but my guests are always there for you. You've had it all from George, and I like about what George has said tonight. Their job offers. People cannot complain. Some of us in diaspora do not have jobs because of A, B, C, D, and George is here. And I can be honest, George will not be asking you for your documents. You'll not be asking you makaratasi iko wapi. Ataenda tu bora ufanye kazi safi. Naongea lugha yetu sasa hapo. Lazima turudi nyumbani. Bora ufanye kazi safi na usidanganye watu. Hiyo sio kazi yake. And I have done all the checks myself before ndio usitoroke na manini. And then you are not
unajua pesa ina tax. Mama hao wana makaratasi, hiyo pesa ina tax, wanatumia wananunua shamba.
Wao ni link. They are not handling any money. Anyway, guys, thank you ever so much for agreeing to be on my show tonight. And next week, I have Sisi, our newest councillor. And you know what? I've also got good news that we also have another Kenyan councillor. Hey, si mimi naenda parliament sasa.
Yes.
These people now that they're coming in, I have to pursue. The next thing you guys are coming, George, you better treat me good because I'm going to be the next MP in UK, the first Kenyan.
Definitely.
Now, if I made it as the first ever Kenyan mayor, what is impossible?
Nothing is impossible.
Before I hit a certain age, hey, unajua sasa nimefika 50 floor, lazima sasa nijitahidi. Lazima, before I get there, I have to be there. Anyway, guys, I really want to appreciate you. Pamina's Rugby Sevens is coming here. George, Rugby Sevens, we are hosting. Guys, we have Kenya in the Park coming up, and we've got so many other events coming. Please, I'll be in touch so that Tap can feature there. And when we feature all these guys, send money to Kenya using Tap. Get in touch with us. Tap is the real deal. Best rates and instant money transfers. No hidden charges at all. No hidden charges. You just send. And at the moment, we are doing so well. We've got very good rates. You could get other good rates elsewhere, but there are charges. Ours is no hidden charges, and your money is instant.
Niaje Tap Send Money Transfer has launched its app in Kenya. Send money to M-Pesa and Kenyan bank accounts. Send money quickly at the best rate. Hassle-free. Available in the UK, France, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany. Tumaki too.
Tumakitu na nimesema now we are even in US, almost all states in US. So all places in Europe. So send money using Tap. So guys, we've come to the end. I can see somebody telling me Dama Ben still wants to stay up and she's telling me, oh dear, it's after midnight here in Kenya. Yes, it is. All the best, Daktari. Thank you so much. All the best, Daktari. The sky is the limit. Yes, it's no longer the limit. That's Minister Rugi telling me that I can be what I want. Yes, I do not want to be my own limit. I want to move up. So on behalf of our viewers tonight and those who will be watching the program later, I want to thank my guests most sincerely. I had Paminas, the CEO of Nyotanjema Real Estate. I had George, who is in charge of Tap Europe, America, all over. He is here for us to support us. And I also had Sisi, Councillor Sisi, our youngest councillor, joining us briefly, and I am really happy to have had you guys. And I'm sure people have learned a lot. People have gathered a lot from you people. Please, when I invite you next time, do not be tired and have a good night. George, for you is good morning. I know it's good morning.
It's already.
Thank you, Councillor. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
God bless you guys. We keep in touch. Have a good night.
You too.
At Beacon of Hope, we hold discussions every week. I want our people to be empowered. I want our people to be enriched. And we talk to the young at heart, and our topics rotate around young people, finances.
We buy when the market is low, and we sell when the market is high. Simple.
Growing up in the diaspora,
As much as I am grateful the way that my parents raised me, my Shoshogoka's generation raised me, there are certain things I won't carry with me.
politics, leadership, career, parenting, all sorts of discussions.
And I remember 2010 when you were standing, I was standing. You were standing on in Palawater.
If you want to invest, you invest in a developing area, not a developed area.
House prices right now, for example, I'll use that as an example, has now overtaken the amount that a normal person who's a normal worker, let's say 132K, can now afford.
Join me, your host, Councillor Dr. Elizabeth BK, from my living room to yours, on all social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, name it. Just join us, we'll be there, and you'll not miss out a topic that suits you. And each one of us has always got something to share, and Beacon of Hope is always here for you. We are open to all sorts of discussions as long as we are motivating, we are inspiring, we are teaching. All these discussions are there, and we'll be ready. And that is Beacon of Hope for you. I really want to thank you all for being there, always being there, our supporters, our really good patrons. We've got people who are really always there for us, supporting us, joining us, being there, encouraging us. We don't want to take this for granted. Till next week, I want to say thank you ever so much. Have a good night. And tomorrow we have Beacon of Hope Family Program with Bishop BK. Please don't miss out. And then on Sunday, we have Powerhouse Church. Next week, I might have 2 or 3 different shows because this week has been a bit tight. I want to have a show on the coronation. Watch out this space. But I also want to host Councillor Sisi. And I did tell you that Sisi, our youngest councillor, Kenyan, I want to host her, and she was here earlier on briefly, and then she has said she wants to come and talk to Kenyans, she wants to come and talk to young people. So watch this space, keep an eye on this. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, Beacon of Hope. If you just go to Beacon of Hope, it doesn't cost anything. Increase our numbers. Beacon of Hope. We are looking at increasing that number, and you are the person who can do that for us. So I want to thank you for being there with us. This is your host, Councillor Dr. Liz BK, signing off and saying once again, thank you. This is Beacon of Hope, our Friday special program, and I really want to appreciate you. Have a lovely coronation weekend, wherever you are, whatever you do. And if you have nowhere to go, tomorrow at the Valence Park in Buckingham Dagenham, we have the big screen where people can watch the live proceedings, and there will be some cream tea and cake and a few entertainments for kids. There will be bouncy castles, there will be everything, slides and all that at the Valence Park. Join us. It will be there, and we'll be covering. And if you're able to go to the mall, you can go. It is okay. You're welcome to Buckingham Palace. Go and watch. It is a lifetime experience. We've never seen this because the last time we had the Queen coronation was, I think I wasn't even born. So this is an experience for us, and I can't wait to see this. So have a blessed weekend. Yes, thank you so much, Minister Rugi. Thank you so much, because we're having a lovely from tomorrow, and we even have a weekend off on Monday because it is the coronation weekend. Yes. Congratulations, Councillor Nyambura. Yes, truly proud to see your people soaring high. Amen, amen, amen. We are actually working with the word of God, because the word of God has told us wherever our feet has told us, wherever our feet shall stand, we shall possess. And so now we are possessing. Nini watu, dini wakati wetu. We possess. Nimewambia watu. Fuata nyuki ule wasari. I'll mentor you people. Tuchukue what is ours. Hiyo kuiba, hiyo si uchawi, ni maombi, na Mungu anatupeleka mbali, na ametuagiza, ametuambia tumuabudu, tumuamini, na ako nasi, atatushika mkono. So I'm also very, very proud of this achievement. And those of you who saw my Facebook, I've been posting Jana the whole day. Me and Archbishop, we spent the whole day supporting her. And I'm really so proud of what has happened. Karibuni sana. Nikija nyumbani tutaonana watu wote ambao wananiandikia, Minister Rugi, Jeff, and everybody. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord do you good. Wenye wamesema wanataka kuwa ambassadors, if you're in Germany, if you're in Canada, if you're in America, just get in touch and I will connect you. So Beacon of Hope is not just a show. We connect other people with new things. God bless you. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Till next time. Those in UK, have a brilliant and enjoyable coronation weekend. Kesho tukutane kwa mtandao. God bless. Love you. Mwah.